Okay, everybody, welcome back. Today we're back at my garage. We're taking a look at Ralph. It's been a little while since you guys have seen him. He's doing much better. So the last time I posted a video, Ralph was sick. He wasn't doing so hot. He's looking much better now. So just to kind of recap what happened, one night I came in here. He was kind of just barely swimming on the ground. His belly was kind of rubbing in the sand. He wasn't really moving that much. So what did I do? Immediately I went and got my ICX. I dosed for, I want to say 3 days in a row. After the first treatment, by the end of the first day, it was basically gone. After the second day, I didn't really see anything. And then I just did one more day just to make sure. He's doing much better now. So I've been working on a little bit here in the garage, kind of getting him ready for winter. First, I did a water change yesterday, cleaned up the water just a little bit. And I've had this nagging feeling that I have not had enough filtration for him. So initially I saw big growth. Like when I put him in here, he was tiny. Immediately he started growing. And at this point, like the way I explain it, if you look at him, all of the gold on the center of his body, that's kind of like all that was there. And then when I put him out here, he had all of the new white scales grow underneath. So ignore like his head size, basically like the body of him. All of that gold was how big he was before. So he's really kind of ballooned since we put him out here. But I've seen him kind of stagnate now. This is a 75-gallon tank, right? It's pretty huge. You know, this is my bar here, for example. This is the fish tank, so it's quite a spectacle. But 75 gallons. I've got this hang on the back flue ball here. It's rated for like 50 gallons, if you can see there. So it's the biggest one I have, but it's not quite enough. And I've been getting this like kind of fishy smell in here. From what I see online, it's from excess waste in the water. So I've been doing water changes on the weekend, trying to help with that. But I think it's because there's not enough filtration. Like if you look, you can kind of already see what I'm going to talk about here. But, you know, the intake is way over here. And then there's a massive drop off. And the tank is very long. So everything on that end, like, is not really getting filtered. So what I did, I went up to his filtration a little bit. I'm going to leave this in for now because it's got all the beneficial bacteria growing in there that he needs to survive. So until the other one gets fully colonized, I'm going to run both. So if you look here, this is my baby right here at the back. You see, this is the new Fluval 407. I got a canister filter. This is rated for 70 to 100 gallons. I'm pretty stoked. I've never had a canister filter. My uncle has a couple. I always thought they were cool. And this is the first time I really needed one. So, yeah, that'll make it a lot easier to clean it. During the winter, I can just disconnect, pull that into the house, clean it, bring it back, set it up, let it run. And it should last a lot longer. With this Fluval, I did notice a few issues over the summer. Like, to start with, initially, this 75-gallon tank had a Fluval 20-gallon filter on it, so way too small. But at that point, he was a small fish, and it wasn't a big deal. But as he grew, I started feeding more. He had more waste, you know, whatever. I upped it from the 20 to the 50. I did some tank filter swapping in the house. And now I think I'm getting to the point where this one can't even keep up. So hopefully this fixes the problem. If you take a look at this, this is the other thing I'm working on right now. So I did a little project on the back of my porch where I went and bought a lot of this plastic. And I kind of stuck it over the top of my porch just to protect the wood underneath until I get a new roof next year. And yeah, this actually makes a great fish tank lid. So I'm going through and setting that up now. Over the summer, I didn't have it on there because if you think about it, if it's hot in the room, you want water to evaporate to keep the tank cold, because this is a goldfish. He likes colder water. I don't want to have him in a hot tropical tank. So now that it's cooling off and we're getting colder nights and cooler days, I want to retain some of the heat just to keep everything growing and nice and somewhat warm. So I'm going ahead and I'm cutting some lids now and I'm putting them over the top, and that'll just kind of help a little bit. After I get, you know, this tank colonized, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these two inlets towards the center, remove that, and I'll have a tighter fitting lid. But for now, what I'll do is I'll just have it end a little bit sooner so all of that can fit in there. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today. The water looks absolutely clear. If you look here, there's not much of anything in the water anymore. Last night I should have done a video to compare, but there's a lot of particulates kind of floating around. I already fed him and everything, so you know, this water is clean, clean, clean. I like the increased filtration. That helps quite a bit. So only time will tell. We'll have to wait and kind of see how he responds to it. But and then I just want to show you something I noticed here too. If you look right there, I had one little tiny baby shrimp sneak into this tank, and I was wondering if he survived or if he got eaten. But yeah, he's there. He survived. He's doing good. That's awesome. I do have to get some little sponge to go over that intake on the filter, because if I do nothing, if he swims too close to that thing, he's going to get sucked right up, and that'll be the end of him. He'll get sucked into the impeller and he'll die. So kind of like how I have this here with the sponge around the intake, you can get a bigger one and you can stick it right on the end of that, because I just want to see how long he lives out here. So he will probably get eaten if he ever goes near the goldfish, but yeah. That's the tank. We're looking pretty good. All my plants are growing. Just have to wait and see how this develops now. So thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later. Goodbye.